Hello and welcome back to Springfield Battle League. We are here with week 2 with RobbyRabs versus MattyIce. Uh, I was just on here week 1 and now I'm back to commentate, I guess. And I'm here with Manly Guy.
Hi, this is Manly Guy here, and it's my first time ever doing commentating, and I'm grateful for Springfield taking me in. So yeah, we have Robbie
Wait, I
Rabs
don't
and
have team
Matty.
sheet. Where's my team sheet? Oh shit.
Okay, and so yeah, we have Robbie Rabs and Matty Ice, and I'm really excited to see this. Last week we had a game of more of attrition with AJ and Mal Fever, so let's see how these two trainers approach this match.
So we've got Excalibur, Ninetales, Kilowattrel, Salazzle, Bisharp, Slitherwing. The Terra Captains are the Excalibur and the Bisharp. Looks like we've got Terra Steel, Rocky Helmet backs, and Terra Flying Bisharp. Seem pretty straightforward. I'm not seeing any crazy tech at first glance that's worth pointing out here. I think these are all pretty much the sets you would expect these to run most weeks.
Yeah, it's just I set up Hail, I set up my defense with my Royal Veil, maybe get some Tailwind up, and maybe do some extra things. You know, first impression, strongest first impression of the game by Slitherwing, especially with that booster energy. So, that's cool. Pretty
And
fun.
then going over to Maddie's team, Arcanine, Registeel, Articuno, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Ambipom, Electros. One thing that you probably don't know is that at least part of the core of this team, Hippity,
Also, there's
was,
lore behind this one.
yeah, that was part of a core that did pretty well that season.
Mm-hmm.
The Registeel plus Ogerpon was really hard to disrupt.
Yeah.
I see Justified Arcanine, which is interesting.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed. It caught me off guard. But another thing that I'm noticing is that the Ogerpon has Rain Dance, so it's meant to disrupt the hail. But the thing is, actually no, max speed Ogerpon is actually faster than Ninetales.
It's 1 point faster, yeah, and the Ambipom has it too.
Yeah, so and Ambipom is base 115, I think, off the top of my head. So this is pretty much disrupt disrupt the snow as fast as possible. So I'm very interested to see how it is. And it also has Trick Room too. There's a Trick Room mode going on.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time getting Veil up against this.
Notice the Psychic Fangs too. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's definitely super prepped for the screens mode here.
Yeah. So I wonder what the real cause is going to be here, because normally you don't see Choice Scarf justified on Arcanine, but this might be the right call, because Close Combat will OKO a non-Terra'd, what do you call it, Bisharp.
Yeah, true.
And then Flare Blitz is just going to do massive damage. Even though it's
Actually,
going to be
the other thing it does that's interesting is it hits Excalibur, because the Bax is Terra Steel, so it can't tear out.
That's true, but yeah, now we have game 1 starting right now. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. So we have Articuno and Ogerpon versus Kilowattrel and Salazzle.
I think this lead very slightly favors the I'm not actually sure. It's kind of even. Both sides have plays they can make here. We're gonna see Spiky Shield come out. Okay, so we're double protecting to try to scout. Actually trying to blank the fake out. But assuming Tailwind was clipped here, this is pretty free. Yeah.
I think they also kind of wanted to bait the Tailwind to come out, because it's like, okay, well, then I can press Trick Room. The issue with that is I mean, I don't know how they can, in one turn, break through the Ochre Pond. So this Trick Room seems like it's ready to be set up right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is kind of a free Trick Room if you just do, yeah. There's the Follow Me. This double probably kills the Ogre Pond though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think that's kind of what they want anyway. They get rid of the Ochre Pond, they can bring in, let's say, like Registeel or whatever other slow mod that you want to bring in.
Yeah, Registeel's pretty solid here.
It'll take decent damage from what do you call it, Salazzle with Overheat. So that might be their only trepidation, but you
Yeah,
can
I mean,
just kill it with freezing.
I think if Registeel's your backline, you're probably all in Terra Ghosting it, right? Yeah, it looks like that's what we're getting here.
You might not want to Terra Ghost too early though, just for the sake of knockoff on not King Gambit, the Sharp. It's just gonna destroy you, do a lot of damage.
That's true. Taunt. Yeah.
Oh, we're doing taunt turn 1. I like that.
Yeah, that does let you stop this from getting rolling. Like the way that you lose to this thing is if it starts setting up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that this is a double into that slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta
it
break
seemed like
this
the best
bash
thing to do.
Yeah.
Like wasting time trying to set up iron defense and anything. Oh, what? I thought you pressed taunt. Okay.
I think it was the Salazzle that taunted.
Okay.
Okay, so we get some data on how much a Thunderbolt does. I think that doesn't seem super bulky. It seems like it's some amount of bulk, but I guess we also don't know the spread on the kilo, but
yeah.
First impression would pick up here on the Articuno. So if you are Matty, you're probably thinking about protecting it here.
You got it.
But like the other thing is, you're also threatening to CC into the. Okay, which we're gonna swap.
Double swap. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a relatively safe swap, right? Like, you're not... There's, like, a pretty low chance that Body Press is going to that slot this turn, so you can probably get away with this.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I mean, like, when you pop your Terra on your Registeel so early, now...
I think the Registeel's slower, though, right?
Yeah, no. Registeel's... they're both base 50, but I'm pretty sure if you're going full send like this, you would,
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, if it's at +2 now, how much is Knock even doing here? Oh, it's not Knock, it's Throat Chop, actually.
Oh, I missed it. Yeah, Throat Chop and what's it? Sucker Punch. Okay.
Yeah,
because they lost Knock this generation. I forgot. I keep,
Yeah. When it's King Gambit, you have to run Kowtow.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, at this point, you're just trying to figure out how much a Throat Chop does. I'm going to guess it's maybe 50%. Probably
Not
less
anymore,
now. Yeah.
So we're doing Freezing Glare. Yeah. Like, you kind of just have to... Because, you can't even ignore... What? Oh, yeah, this isn't the last turn.
TR's ending, so this is making sure that Bishop is going to go first here. Because, I mean, we still don't know the speed tiers technically, right? So.
Yeah. But this is that's a gamble that I don't know if I would have taken, because getting rid of the Articuno would have been.
Oh, there is still one Trick Room turn left.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's just a miscount.
Yeah.
Because now you're forced to pop your Terra here to not die, which is fine. Because, I mean, you're not gonna take that much from a Body Press at this point.
Yeah.
And you get to kill the Articuno.
I do wonder though, is the Choice Scarf Arcanine the final mod? Because we have not seen the final mon on his team. And that kind of cleans up.
Yeah, the Arcanine would be a good endgame cleaner. I don't know if it'll be needed here, but Freezing Glare comes out into Protect. Finishes this off, yeah.
The reason why I also say it is that if the Arcanine comes out, since Bisharp doesn't have anything that's like gonna threaten the Arcanine, it's gonna pop Justified. Oh, okay. They went with that.
This is also fine.
You can't kill it.
Yeah, I mean, the Electros like doesn't dish out a ton of damage, but it just doesn't die. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing that this Registeel's doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, going straight for the attack. I had this weird feeling that the Registeel was gonna protect, but it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't need to. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Robbie right now, I'm not really worried. Like I'm thinking about my game 2 plan at this point. This probably just picks up, yeah. So yeah, at this point, like Slitherwing's still in the back, but
yeah, it really can't do anything.
Yeah, so Matty's gonna take game 1 here, and if I'm Robbie, I'm just
Ooh, that didn't even kill.
If I'm Robbie, I'm just spending all of my timer to think about my next game.
Yeah, that's that seemed kind of rough. Because I mean, as soon as they got to follow me Trick Room, I was like, oh yeah. Like my thing is that I was noticing was like, how do you stop that? Like,
the follow me Trick Room? I mean, let's look at the sheets, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, we get to secure the differential by killing the Electros. That counts for something. Well, let's look at the sheets. How do you stop follow me Trick Room? If they're doing follow me Trick Room, I kind of like the snow lead into that, right? Because you get to threaten damage on both mons that were in the lead earlier, the Ogerpon and the Articuno. Just both get chunked for a ton of damage and die.
Exactly.
You have Spread Blizzard. You have Veil if Trick Room does get up to mitigate some damage. The big thing here though is you got to think about like what is my endgame answer to the Registeel, because we saw it pretty clearly that that's the main threat here.
Yeah,
and it looks like we're going with the snow lead, which makes sense. I think that's the thing you tried here.
Yeah, like I was trying to think like, yeah, I think this is the best because, you know, you kind of needed a special attacker in the end anyway, and yeah, like it's slim pickings, but like this is the best you can do. You know, this actually might be a good game for them to bring the Ambipom in though. But I mean, maybe that might be a game 3 lead where it's like you have the Ambipom and then try to set up Rain Dance with somebody else.
Yeah, I think if I'm Matty, I'm just running the same plan, right? Force Robbie to make some kind of adjustment. You know, can you beat this? And if not, then you just win the set. And if so, then, you know, at that point, Robbie's kind of locked into whatever the adjustment was, and you get to counter-adjust your lead.
Exactly. One thing I did notice, since it's Terra Steel on the back Excalibur, it's dying to body press no matter what. So it's like, it tears into a steel. Like, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is kind of an awkward part of this matchup. It has high horsepower, so it could threaten some damage at least, but Yeah, that is a little bit rough. You just have to not let it set up, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like pretty much the only way you can make sure it doesn't set up is TR doesn't get set up, and then you just go in. You just gotta go hard. Okay, same lead, same lead.
Yep, same lead on this side, and then we're swapping to the snow lead. So
Overpawn is faster. Oh, yeah.
Ogre is faster, but it doesn't threaten meaningful damage on either of these, right? The main thing it is threatening here, though, is Rain Dance. So if you click Veil here, you could possibly get blown out by turn 1 Rain Dance.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I would go for the Aurora Veil. I'd straight up just go for Freeze Drive, because that would kill Ogrepon, and then Icicle Crash on the bird, and hope it hits. Because, getting rid of those two, it pretty much just frees up the entire game.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably right. That's probably the safest play. So there's the Rain Dance.
This is why the Aurora Veil felt weird.
Yeah, did we click Veil here? We did, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but then what does Bax click? See, if this kills, then this is probably still okay, but no, it doesn't.
Well, actually, think about it like this.
Well, now Bax is the slowest thing on the board, I assume, right?
Yeah, that's why it's not that bad.
Well, Articuno might be slower.
Okay, fine.
It's definitely possibly Articuno slower, but that's not that big of a deal. The other part about this that's awkward is now the Ninetales is going to move first under Trick Room and freeze dry this Ogrepon.
Yeah. Okay. So my thing is, now that
wow, that's kind of a rough crit, but Glaive is going to pick this off.
Yeah, I like
this. And I think freeze dry just clears this. This will be a double kill. So the snow lead's working out despite getting Rain Dance to turn 1. It lives with 1 HP.
And yeah, that's gonna kill. Oh, that didn't kill. Oh my gosh, the well invested freaking Ninetales coming through, huh?
Yeah, that's got to be some amount of bulk with that. I mean, that's something I would maybe consider in prep if I was playing this matchup. So it looks like that was looks like Matty took that into account. Or Robbie took that into account, rather.
So now you're in this awkward position where, so they already have their, I don't want to say their win con set up, but they already have their con, in its infancy right now. You can't hit it with fire attacks because rain is up. You can't do fake out if your Salazzle comes in because it's just going to tear out, So.
Well, I mean,
now,
you got to burn a turn by protecting on that body press, right? Like that. If that was an iron defense instead of a body press, it would have been way worse.
Exactly.
I know it's not too bad. And the Arcanine in the back is the adjustment instead of the Electros. So E-Speed threatens to kill Ninetales here, and Body Press threatens to kill Bax. So you gotta be thinking either double switch or sack 1. It looks like we're choosing to at minimum save the Bax here, swapping into our fighting resist. And then E-Speed will clean up the Ninetales. That's fine. I think the Ninetales was kind of not super useful at this point in the game.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to reset the weather so your flamethrower would have done real damage. I think it's overheat, right?
No, it's fine.
Or no, it's flamethrower. Yeah, it would have been nice to reset the weather so your flamethrower can do real damage, because now I think your only play is bring in Bisharp, Terra, and then just try to chip away, right?
Yeah. This is the awkward thing. Okay, so taunt and then Terra fly. Oh, are you gonna protect? I don't know.
I don't hate protect here. You get to waste another turn, like baiting the Terra out. Looks like it's not gonna.
Yeah, I was like, E-Speed's the right play. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill, but
it lives. Yeah, see, it gets a. We're still under Trick Room, so you're at least getting +2, and then the taunt will go off. But +2 might be enough here, honestly. I think at this
+2
point,
will kill everything except for the bishop.
yeah. Like at this point, your main way to get rid of this Registeel is flamethrowing it, and you're pinned by E-Speed. So I don't know what the out is here.
And he can't even do Sucker Punch too because E-Speed is E-Speed.
Yep. Well, we're gonna tear a Bisharp because that's pretty straightforward. You have to.
Let's see how much this throw chop does. Oh wait, it has Justified.
That's gonna be a free +1.
I mean, you kind of have to do that too.
Yeah, I mean you don't have a choice. You don't have any other way to damage that thing.
So you could do like a turn of protection.
The awkward thing is I think because of that +1, E-Speed might kill backs from this range.
Well, that's why I think you should just protect the backs this turn, right?
And then get the Arcanine off the board.
Yeah, like that's the only thing. That's the only game plan you really have at this point, right?
I think the play, the play is protect, throat chop, arc, and then play for high horsepower crit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait,
Sucker Punch. Wait, Sucker Punch doesn't work. No, I don't think they know that.
We'll see. Maybe E-Speed wasn't clicked. No, it was.
No, it's Choice Scarf.
Okay.
It's Choice Scarf. Arcanine.
Oh, it is Scarfed. Okay, yeah. You're right. That is just a misplay. Sucker Punch is +1 priority, and E-Speed is +2. So that will whiff because it's not readying a move.
Oh, this is essentially endgame at this point now because, like, unless you get a double protect, like that's really what it is. You need.
I think that's your out at this point, right?
Yeah.
Just double protect.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
33%.
I mean, we get a do-over, right?
But that body press did, it's not like it's doing no damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
it doesn't even kill.
Damn,
You hate
rough.
to see it. Yeah. That is a nasty damage roll because that is so close.
I bet you in their head they said, "Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna kill because it did 50% last time." But of course, you get hit with the Smidgen's Bane at this point.
Yep. Well, I mean, at this point, you can get some differential by killing the Arcanine, but there's no way you're.
Oh,
it
it
actually
lived!
+2.
And
Okay.
it dies to the Rocky Helmet.
So you need the high horsepower crit to have anything happen here.
What if it misses? Oh my god, I got scared with
Okay.
that.
Well,
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, might as well, because now you can protect and hide behind leftovers.
yeah, I mean, by doing that, you're giving yourself another roll at getting critted, but I mean, we're talking about like razor thin odds here at this point, right?
Yeah, it's 1 out of 24 chance.
Yeah. But I mean, we're gonna play it out, right?
Of course. If he was really that type of guy, he could do high horsepower Iron Heads if he getting flinches. Hoping for the flinches.
That is probably optimal, actually. Yeah.
Like, it's gonna do no damage, but like, you kinda, I mean, that's the only out that you have. Yeah.
Sticking with Throat Chop. I mean, if Throat Chop crits, it does more damage than the Iron Head would, so, I mean, maybe we're playing for that. That's reasonable. Yeah, no crit on high horsepower. No crit on Throat Chop, and I assume something's dying here. Yeah, Axe goes down.
I'm wondering, does any of his Mons, any of Robbie's Mons have Sacred Sword? Because that would have really helped in this situation.
I
don't
don't think so. And keep in mind, this is Terra Ghost anyway, so
That makes sense.
it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. If you had Terra Ghost, you'll be taking some more damage from throat chop, but it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's pretty minimal, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Registeel is kind of a like a team check-in, you know, like it's a lot like Archaludon or like you know, any of those other big mons that are like, okay, like does your team have an answer for this?
Yeah. Like, can you stop this? Like, once I
Yeah.
start rolling down the hill, can you stop me from rolling down the hill?
Yep. I mean, I think it's probably the best Iron Defense Body Press mon on the tier list, right? I don't think there's anything better than it. So.
I mean, you could say Gudra if you want Hisuian Gudra, because
Yeah,
you have,
yeah, it's
armor.
maybe in the conversation, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we're just gonna slowly play this out. Body Press isn't quite doing enough damage to, you know, kill it, so it is technically correct to protect every other turn, just to not die like 2 crits in a row.
Yeah. Even if you got 2 crits in a row, I don't know. I don't know about from this position. If you had a little bit less health, then yeah. But at this point, it's like,
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Alright, and Body Press is going to clean it up, and that is 2-0 for MattyIce.
that was a pretty strong 2-0. Like, it came down to, can you stop me setting up, what do you call it, Trick Room? And
Well, not even just that, is can you stop me from clicking Iron Defense once, and then
well, yeah,
once it happens, what is your answer, you know?
That's true.
So
I think-
MattyIce moves to 1-1.
It's 1-1 as well. Is it 0-2? I don't remember.
Yeah, they both moved to 1-1.
Very even match. I do think the TR and the Iron Defense really just, it's hard to get through. The game 2 was definitely a little bit closer. I do think it was a little bit of a read with the Aurora Veil, but I don't think he expected max speed Ogrepon.
Yeah, that's fair. I think we've got both of them in the room now.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, Matty, on
Mhm.
advancing to 1-1.
Thank you. Sorry, my
How
mic
do you feel about how that match went?
GG's, Robbie. That was fun.
GG's.
Yeah.
Another one for the scoreboard.
Yeah. I mean, so here's a ghost T-type for sure. I don't know why, but I guess just to counter the Reggie, but
I don't know
I don't
why
know.
I didn't.
But yeah, I don't know. That was fun. I don't know. I was scared of Aurora Veil for sure. I was scared of competitive, hence the justified Arcanine.
Yeah.
And the Defiant from the Bisharp too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could not bring Intimidate.
Yeah, when we looked at the team sheets, we saw the Baxcalibur had Terra Steel, and we're like, oh wait, that's just pinned like instantly from Registeel existing.
Reggie,
Yeah.
That was my first thought. I was very scared, and then my second thought was like, oh, okay, he has justified on his Arcanine. I was like, this guy has a plan. This guy definitely has a plan.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, it's funny because that second game I set the rain, and then I had Arcanine come in a little quick.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I guess we're going extreme speed here, which worked out
Like,
a
what
little
can you
bit,
do
but-
at that point? Like,
Yeah, I mean-
like, oh, all right.
but yeah.
Yeah, after game 1, we were talking and we were like, okay, what's the adjustment here? I think it's the snow mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's exactly what we saw come out.
Yep.
So what was your thought process be with swapping to that for game 2?
Well, essentially it was, my first lead plan didn't work because there are just a couple things I just didn't think about. When I saw the Trick Room, I should have not set Tailwind game 1. I was like, okay, well, if he wants Trick Room, all my guys are EV to be fast enough to outspeed all his guys in Tailwind. So I might underspeed a couple of his faster guys in Trick Room. So I thought, well, the snow mode's great. And honestly, that game too, I forgot he had Rain Dance. I'll keep it a $150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of fell under the radar, I feel like. But
Yeah, I mean it is kind of obscure tech, and I mean you also have to remember that Ogre Pawn outspeeds you by exactly 1 point, so like
Exactly.
it's a lot of things to keep track of. I was also shocked that freeze dry didn't kill that in one hit.
it actually was too. That was insane.
I do not have a lot of special attack investments.
Ah,
I had mostly
Okay.
bulk.
wow. Okay, that makes sense then. Because yeah, I thought the Ivy Cudgel would Oko.
In the rain,
did not.
yeah.
A lot of
Rain
H,
boosted.
lot of HP, a lot of defense.
Okay, that's a good play. Yeah, for sure. I was not
Just
expecting
enough
that.
speed to outspeed Flygon. And he brought
Ah,
Flygon.
okay.
Okay.
He was considered. But he was like, "There's no way. It's an ice team. There ain't no way."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I am curious. One question though, Robbie. Did you see the Ambipom set? I don't know. I thought about bringing that because I really thought you would lead Salazzle, and I thought at first it was the best way to get the Trick Room up by clicking upper hand, but then I realized you would probably adjust to that and double my Articuno. I'm curious if you thought
I
about that
probably
at all.
would have
Yeah,
if I had
I
signed.
figured.
When
Yeah,
I saw that, I saw Covert Cloak because my plan was okay. I'm gonna fake
Yep.
out his fake out,
yeah,
and then I was like, okay, well he has upper hand, so I'm just not gonna, let that happen.
yeah.
So I probably
Yeah.
would. Yeah, I probably just would
We
have doubled
actually
into it.
Yep.
we actually called out the Ambipom and we were like, does he bring it game 2? And we're like, no, he probably saves it for a game 3 adjustment,
Yeah.
if it gets
Yeah.
to that.
The thing is
That
with the upper
game-
hand, like, I'm pretty sure it does not get blocked by Covert Cloak, but I was like, even if you did somehow get the upper hand on him, you know, it would have been the same board state anyway for you in the end because you would have been
Yeah.
set up Trick Room and then you'd just be fine, really.
Well, I mean, if Articuno lived, and then if I click upper hand and he doubles, it's just a wasted. I mean, you're right. Like if I get the Trick Room up, but if I don't, that's a really
Yeah,
bad
true.
turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Articuno was bulky.
It definitely
yeah.
was. Yeah.
That
yeah,
thing
plus
that
I was
thing
not ready
took,
for it to live
took
a
no damage.
ice shard. Or an
Icicle crash. Yeah, no, that.
crash,
Yeah, I thought I was dead. I was like, shit.
Because I got that is a very bulky because
Yeah, it was
That
plus
is,
defense. Yeah. Oh, you can see it. Sorry, but
yeah, it's I was
If you
252.
got the
attack.
flinch on that icicle crash though, that's what I
True.
I
was
was
thinking.
praying for it.
yeah,
Yeah, that would have turned that whole thing around.
yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah, I
looked at
also just didn't
it-
value Salazzle enough
Mhm.
in that
Yeah.
end game. If I had kept Backs alive just a little bit longer, it would have been nice.
It would have pressured my Reggie for sure, because then I'd have to either deal with Bisharp, Terra Ghost, or Salazzle Steel.
Yeah, and there's just so many 4 moves is hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had Salazzle last season, and every week it was like, okay, how do I fit like 6 different moves on this thing?
Yeah.
Well, because it's on one hand it's like, okay, Sludge Bomb for Ogre Bomb makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I need Fake Out, and then I was like, Taunt's nice in case he doesn't bring Mental Herb on what's his face, Articuno, or I honestly thought Fez was coming, but Fez and Deputy did not make a show.
Yeah. It was on the roster for a little bit, but
And I originally had Will-O-Wisp on
that was huge.
Salazzle.
that would have been huge. That would have scared the crap out of me.
Thought process is I didn't want to be stuck in an end game where he ignores Salazzle because it can't touch Registeel.
Would you have dropped Flamethrower?
Yes, it was. It would have
Okay.
been Will-O-Wisp instead of Flamethrower because in my team prep I viewed Ogerpon as a bigger threat than Registeel, and that
Mhm.
was a mistake.
Yeah, I
Most
realized.
most of my special attackers are also my
Supports.
supports.
Yeah. That's true.
And my main special attacker is Gardevoir, which does not do great against Registeel, believe it or not.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I really wasn't sure who you're gonna bring. I was pretty confident you were bringing Bisharp. But I was like, he might just not, because you switched the Terra, so I'm like, well, I feel like he brings it.
Yeah, I did, because I was like, man, Terra Flying B-Sharp is so good against this team.
Mhm.
And I don't know what I was. I guess I just forgot about Body Press when I brought Terra Steel.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
But yeah, because
I mean, Terra Steel's a good. Yeah.
Terra Ghost would have won me that in game. Because like,
I
I'm
was gonna
Rocky Helmet too, so you're gonna be with that weak ass Iron Head.
100%, dude. But no, Terra Steel's a good Terra, I think, for backs, just
Not
not
that.
against. Yeah.
Your team is just so hard. There's no one good type like you struggle to hit.
Yeah.
Your team is just so well rounded.
I think you got a
Alright.
good team too. Yep.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. Congrats again. Both of you are now 1-1, which is a pretty decent start to the season.
Mhm.
So good luck to both of you as the season progresses, and hopefully we'll see you both in playoffs.
Thanks, commentators.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for providing the good match. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Jim.
GG, Robbie.
GG.